using the ungrouped data. When you see ungrouped data, it's an array of data wherein the data has no interval. Say for example, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 6 to 7, blah blah blah. So walang groupings, okay? Walang bracketing ng kung scores man yan or scores or age or something, okay? So walang particular interval. Okay? So ito ay as in array lang siya ng data, okay? Or distribution. So how do we compute for the mean, median, and mode using ungrouped data? So let me share the uh, lecture with you that I gave to BSA 21. Is my screen visible now?
Yes po.
What can you see in the screen? What can you see in the screen, in my screen?
Measures of central tendency po.
Okay. So a measure, so let's define what a measure of central tendency is. When you say measure, it would mean, it would include, for example, mean or median or mode, okay? So a measure of central tendency, so yung daw mean, median o kaya mode, is a typical value or a representative value of a particular distribution. So when you say typical value, it is basic, okay? Value of a particular distribution, okay? That value should be able to represent the entire distribution, okay? So whatever it would be, whether it would be a mean, a median, or a mode, the value should speak about the distribution, okay? Where they come from, okay? So for example, mean, it refers to the summation of all observations divided by the number of items in the distribution or divided by the number of observations. Okay, so there are two computational formulas for mean. You have the X bar. So X bar, you write X and then you write bar on top of X. That's X bar. Okay, is equal to the summation of X. That is the summation of all observations divided by the number of observations. Okay, so in example 1, there are 6 observations. So we divide the sum of 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 6 by 6. Okay, so the other formula is if you were given the score and then you have along with the scores you have the frequency. For example, uh, score 4. For example, the score for 5 students got 4 in the test, for example. Okay, so you have the score 4 and then the frequency is 5. Okay, for example, score 5, the frequency, for example, is 3. The score 6, the frequency, for example, is 8, for example. Okay, so those are uh, the values wherein you were given the frequency of that value or of that score. Okay, so if you were given that particular problem, then you're going to make use of the second computational formula, wherein you have to multiply first the score by the frequency and then add them up, then divide by the number of frequencies, okay, or cases. You understand? So for number,
Yes po.
okay, thank you. For okay, example, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 6. So what is the mean of the distribution? So you add up, you sum up 6, sorry, 3, 6, 10, 8, 10, and 6. So what is the sum?
40 po.
Okay, 40 divided by, what is your n?
6.
6. So 40 divided by 6 will give you what?
6.67 po, sir.
6.67 or 6.666666, blah, 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 blah. So it is non-repeating, it is a non-terminating repeating decimal, okay? So 6.66666 or approximately equal to 6.67, okay? So What does that mean? Okay, with respect to the scores in the distribution. So the mean 6.66666, you can be able to trace where your score is in that distribution. Okay. For example, you scored 3. Where is 3 with respect to the mean, which is 6.66666? Is it below the mean, above the mean, or the mean itself?
Below po.
It,
Below po.
Below po.
what about 6? The score 6 is what? What is
Below.
the
Below po.
Okay. The position of 6 with respect to the mean, which is 6.666, huwag na kayo mag-isip. It's below the mean, okay? So what about 7?
Above.
Above the mean. The same thing with 8 and 10, right? So 7, 8, 10 are all above the mean, which is 6.66666, blah, 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 blah. While 3, 6, and 6 are scores below the mean. So in that example, you can be able to compare, you can be able to locate where your score is in the distribution with respect to the mean, okay? Next, let's proceed to median. By the way, among the 3 measures of central tendency, only the mean has the computational formula for ungrouped data, okay? Kasi pagdating sa group, lahat sila may formula. But for ungrouped, only the mean has formula. For median, you just have to look at the middle value in the distribution. So how do you look for the value? You arrange first the scores in the distribution. You may arrange the scores whether in ascending or in descending order. So in this sense, the first example and the second example are both in ascending order, meaning you list down first the lowest score going to the highest score. But the distribution may also be arranged in descending order, wherein you begin with 9, 8, 7, 4, and 2. So beginning with the highest down to the lowest score in the distribution. So before you can be able to identify the median in an ungrouped distribution, you should be able to arrange first, as I have said, the scores, whether in ascending or in descending order. Okay. So the median is the value that cuts the distribution into halves, okay? So meaning, you will look at the score in the distribution, which is the centermost score. Okay? For example, number 1, the centermost score is what?
7.
7.
7.
Po.
Okay, 7, which means to say that the score 7 is being the middle value, okay? 50%, ito naman ang interpretation ng media na, kasi sabi nga, definition, it cuts the distribution into half. So the definition would be that one, and then the interpretation would be 50% of the scores in the distribution is below the mean, below the median, while another 50% is above the median. Okay? So 50% below, 50% above the particular value of the median. So with respect to 7 being the centermost score in the distribution, so 50% of the scores are below 7. Okay, that's 4 and 2, right? And another 50% of the scores in the distribution are above 7. Those are 8 and 9. Okay? You understand?
Yes po. Yes po.
Okay. So it's easy to determine the median if the number of scores in the distribution is an odd number. Say you have 3 scores, 5, 7, 9, 11. So it's easy for you to point out the middlemost value. But if the number of scores in the distribution is an even number, say for example, you have 4 scores, what you do is you add up the adjacent values in the two most the two middlemost values in the distribution. You add them up and then divide it by 2 to get the median value. Okay, so in this sense, those are 4 and 6. Okay, So 4 plus 6 is equal to 10 divided by 2 is 5. Therefore, the median of the distribution 2, 4, 6, and 7 is 5. So, which means to say that 50% of the scores in the distribution is below 5, those are 2 and 4, and 50% of the scores in the distribution are above 5, which are 6 and 7. Okay? Clear?
Clear po.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
po.
Okay, what about in example 1? What is the median?
7 po.
Are you sure it's 7?
Yung gitna po. Opo. Naikat po niya yung ano.
Are you sure it's
2.5.
7?
7.5 po.
7.5.
Are you sure it's 7.5?
6.5 po.
Very good. Sino yon?
Galicia po.
Okay, Galicia, it's correct. It's 6.5. Sabi ko sa inyo, arrange the scores in descending order for you to be able to identify the median. Okay, wala nang formula. Diba? Tatanda lang natin, i-arrange mo na ang scores in descending order. Eh, dalawa ang 6 mo. So, paano mo siya susulat? 3, 6, 6, 7, 8, and 10. So, ano yung dalawang values na centermost? 6 at saka 7. Anong middle value ng 6 at saka 7? 6.5. You understand?
Yes po.
Do you understand BSA 22?
Yes po.
Yes.
Am I making myself clear here?
Yes po.
Okay, thank you for that. Very good. Okay, so next, the last measure is the mode. Okay, mode is the value that mode is the value that occurs most frequently in the distribution. Okay, so meaning we are to look into the value in the distribution that appears most frequently. Okay? You understand? So whatever would be the value that appears most frequently in the distribution, that will be your mode. Okay? So example 1, Samin. In example 1, Samin, what is the mode of the distribution?
6.
Po.
Okay, very good. It's 6 because 6 appears twice. Okay, more than 3, 7, 8, and 10, right? So 6 is the mode of the distribution in example 1. Okay. So what about in example 1 under mode? 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wala pong mode.
What is the mode of the distribution? If you were given 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
No
Wala.
mode po.
Wala po.
Bakit walang mode?
Wala po kasing may given na twice siyang inulit or thrice. They are equal po.
Mr. Galicia, yung example 1, okay lang kasi twice kasi nag-appear yung 6. Pero hindi dapat na maging reason na wala kasi nag-appear ng twice or thrice. Okay? Ang sagot doon, Mr. Galicia, is there is no mode in the distribution because there's no score that appears most frequently. Kasi yung definition ng mode. Okay? So it may appear more than thrice eh. Pwedeng 4 times or 5 times. But ang definition, it is the value that appears most frequently in the distribution. Yung pinakamadalas na nag-appear, pinakamarami nag-appear na value sa distribution, iyon yung mode. Okay? Kaya sabi most frequently. Okay? Kasi there might have values, Mr. Ganesha, you have to understand this one and the rest, no? Kaya ayaw kong tanggapin yung wala kasi nag-appear na twice or thrice. Kasi there might have scores in the distribution that appears twice or thrice, but these values are not the mode. Okay? There might have values that appears in the distribution more than thrice. So, kung ano yung pinakamataas ang frequency, siya yung mode ng distribution. You understand? Do you
Yes,
understand?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So, I hope the definition of mode is clear. It is a value that occurs most frequently in the distribution. Okay, so for number 1, there is no mode because the frequencies are all equal. So, meaning to say that for equal frequencies, there will be no mode. Pwede ba yon na ang isang distribution ay walang mode? Yes. Okay? Pwedeng ang isang distribution walang mode. Pero, you can still compute for the mean and the median of that distribution. Okay? You understand?
Yes.
Kaya nga ang mode ang weakest among the measures of central tendency. Ito yung hindi pinaka-dependable value ng measures of central tendency para gamitin mo mag-interpret. Okay? So this is the weakest value in the measures of central tendency which you should not use or you must not use in any interpretation of values. Okay? So, saan lang nagagamit ang mode? Eh, kapag ka lang halimbawa ay nasa production kayo, halimbawa sa factory, okay? Nagpo-produce halimbawa kayo ng uniform, for example, okay? Eh, anong pinakamaraming order? O, after kayo doon sa mode, di ba? Pinakamaraming order is medium size, okay? So, you will ask the production department to produce more medium sizes of uniform over large, XL, or small, or XS. You understand? Do you understand?
Yes po.
Yes
Okay.
po.
Okay, so yun lang yung ginagamit ang mode. Pero in reality, ang mode ay walang masyadong gamit. Okay? Tingnan mo nga, ang kahit anong distribution ay merong mean at saka median, but the distribution may not have the mode. Okay? Also, the distribution might have more than 2 modes, or could have 2 or more than 2 modes. Okay? But the mean and the median would only be 1. You understand? So, maaaring isa lang ang median, ang mean ng distribution, pero ang distribution might be multimodal. Okay? So, for a distribution that has 1 mode, the distribution is said to be a unimodal distribution. A distribution that has 2 modes is called a bimodal distribution. With 3 modes, it's trimodal distribution. And for 4 or more, the distribution is said to be a multimodal distribution. You understand? So parang sa mathematics lang, 'di ba, yung classification of polynomials according to the number of terms. 'Di ba? You have the monomial, the binomial, the trinomial, and the multinomial, 'di ba? Pero syempre, hindi mo tatawagin na monomodal kasi ang term natin sa statistics ay unimodal. Okay? You understand? Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. So I will repeat for distribution that has equal frequencies, there will be no mode. Okay, example 2. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. What is the mode of the distribution?
No
Wala
mode
po.
po.
No mode po.
Okay, no mode also because 2, 3, 4, and 5 have what?
Same number.
Have
The same number po.
Equal frequency.
equal frequencies.
frequency.
Very good, Mr. Tayag. Okay? 2, 3, 4, and 5 have equal frequencies. Therefore, the distribution has no mode. Okay? Next, number 3. You have 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, and 8. And number 4, you have 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so number 3, what is the mode of the distribution in number 3?
2 and 4.
2 and 4.
Okay, 2 and 4. What about for number 4?
4 and
4
5.
4 and 5. Okay. Notice that the 2 examples are different with each other. Okay? Yung number 3, that the 2 values that appear most frequently in the distribution are non-adjacent values. Hindi magkadikit. Okay? They're separated by a value 3 in the distribution. Okay? For for values that have same frequencies, okay, and they appear in the distribution to be non-adjacent, those values will be your mode. Okay? So for number 2, the mode is 2 and 4. Okay? But not in number 4. Okay? Because in number 4, the values that appear most frequently are 4 and 5, which are adjacent to each other. Okay? So if the two values that have the same frequency or that appears most frequently in the distribution are adjacent to each other, you get the average. Or you get the middlemost value, okay? So that is 4 plus 5 equals 9 divided by 2 equals 4.5. Therefore, the mode of the distribution is not 4 and 5, but 4.5. Is it clear?
Yes po.
Any question for the measures of central tendency?
None po.
Wala. Okay. Now, are you in your are you using your laptop or desktop? You have your Excel there?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So everyone please open your the Excel in your laptop or in your desktop. Nakapag-open na kayo ng Excel?
Opo.
Opo.
Okay, click on Files. Okay, nung i-click niyo yung files, yung file, ano nakita niyo? You have the home, the new, the open, right? Yung pinakababa yung options. Click the options. Click the option button. Okay, nung i-click niyo yung option button, anong interface ang nasa screen niyo?
User interface options po.
Okay. To your left, you have the buttons like,
Yes po.
ano nga? Yung left nyo, ano yung mga buttons na nandun, nababasa nyo?
General, formulas, data, grouping, save language,
Okay.
accessibility, advanced.
Okay, you check, you click on add-ins. Okay. When you click add-ins, what is the interface now in your Excel?
View and manage Microsoft Office add-ins po.
Okay, and then below that is, you have can you see the analysis toolpak?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, click nyo yon, then you click OK. Click yung analysis toolpak, and then below you have OK and cancel, you click OK. Okay, when you click OK, lumabas sa inyo yung interface ng MS Excel, right? So you have the file again, the home, the insert, okay? So you click on data. Naklik nyo na yung data?
Opo.
Okay, nakita nyo ba sa inyong rear right, yung data analysis?
Opo.
Opo. Yes
Okay,
po.
okay, ibig sabihin na enable nyo yung analysis toolpak ninyo. So you click on data analysis. Ano nakita nyo? Ano lumabas sa inyo?
Analysis tools po.
Okay, yung dialog box na merong analysis of variance single factor, right? ANOVA single factor, ANOVA
Yes,
two
sir.
factor, blah, 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 blah. Okay? You understand? So hanggang z-test yan. Okay? So if you want to if you want to get descriptive statistics, you can click descriptive statistics, then click OK. Maglalabas siya ng dialog box na input range. So punta kayo doon sa inyong Excel worksheet, and then i-highlight nyo lang yung range na i-analyze nyo na data. Okay? Then click on OK, and then click on Summary Statistics. Nag-click nyo ba kayo? Nakita nyo ba yung ano? Are we in the same interface?
Sir, nasa ano po kami? Descriptive statistics po.
Okay. So, descriptive statistics. Di ba meron kayong input range dyan?
Yes po.
Okay. Kung i-click nyo yung arrow up, tapos pagka-click nyo noon, i-highlight nyo dun sa inyong worksheet sa Excel yung data nyo na gustong i-analyze. Okay? You understand? And then, pag na-highlight nyo na siya, click on Summary Statistics, yung button na yon. You can see the button down. You have Summary Statistics, confidence level for mean, kth largest, kth smallest. You can see that?
Yes po,
Yes
sir.
po.
Okay, and then you click on Summary Statistics, then you click OK after that. Then mag-a-appear sa inyo yung analysis. Okay, so let's try. Okay, so gawa kayo sa Excel nyo. Punta kayo sa Excel nyo sa sa worksheet. Okay, mag-input tayo. For example, sa column A, for example, mag-input tayo ng ano ba pwede natin i-analyze. Okay. So, okay, sige. Everybody, please, 33. You do it downward, okay? You encode downward. Okay, 33, 29, 30, 21, 24, 26, 27, 35, 40. Okay? And for example, you have 24 again. Okay? So you have 10 scores. Okay? Okay, punta kayo sa data. Are you in your worksheet?
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes po, sir.
Okay, click on data and then click on data analysis at the rear right. Okay, and then click on descriptive statistics, click OK. Can you follow? And then you have to input the data that I gave you. You just highlight, okay? I cannot share my screen kasi magla-log off ako. I-highlight nyo lang dun sa sa worksheet nyo. Were you able to do it?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay, and then check summary statistics and then click OK. Okay? Anong lumabas sa inyong another sheet? Nung i-click nyo yung OK, nag-appear yung sa second sheet nyo yung yung analysis, right?
Opo.
Okay, ano namang nag-appear sa inyo?
Mean, standard error, median, mode, standard deviator, sample variance, kurtosis, skewness, range, minimum, maximum, sum, count.
Okay, so those are the summary statistics. You see, in a click of a mouse, you already have the mean and everything. Okay, the median. So the mean of the distribution is 28.9, approximately equal to 29. The median is 28, the mode is 24. Okay? All right, so okay, punta naman tayo sa okay. Okay, sige. In another sheet, please type in the following. Okay, pakitype niyo sa column 1 scores, the following scores. Okay, for column 1, 27, 38, 32, 25, 24, 27, 26, 28, 33, 16, 16, 29, 33, 32, 30, 30, and 26. Okay, how many scores do you have? How many scores do you have?
Sir, di po namin nasundan.
Ano, ulitin ko?
Yes
Yes
po, sir.
Bakit hindi kayo nakakasunod? Eh, nasa Excel kayo. Are you in another sheet in the Excel?
Yes po, sir.
Yes
po.
Okay, in column 1, alam niyo yung column 1 siguro naman, di ba? In column 1, in the first column, in column A, okay? Type in the following, 27, going down, okay? Ulit-ulit tayo eh. Ang dali ng gagawin nyo yan, mag-encode lang kayo eh. Okay, 27, 38, 32, 25, 24, 27, 26, 28, 33, 16, 16, dalawang 16, okay? 29, 33, 32, 30, and 26, okay? In the second column, in column B, you type in the following downward, 34. Are you following?
Yes po.
Okay, in the second column, in column B, you type in 34, 40. That's 40, okay? 37, 32, 34, 33, 33. So, dalawang 33, 34, 37, 24, 28, 34, 36, another 36, 34, and 33. How many scores do you have for each column?
16 po.
16 po.
Okay, so 16. All right, so you please click insert sa taas ng ano, yung sa ano. Okay, insert. Then you click on the sorry. You highlight first the scores. Highlight first the scores. Yung dalawa ha. Were you able to do it?
Yes po.
Okay. So click on insert and then yung chart, yung mga graphs, okay? So recommended chart. May makikita kayong recommended chart diyan sa taas. Okay, so nakita niyo yung recommended chart?
Yes po.
Oh, ano yung unang
Yes
chart na nakita niyo? Anong tanda
Bar
ng
chart po.
bar chart? Okay, you have the scattered chart, the clustered column. So mamimili na lang kayo kung anong gusto niyo chart or graph ang ilagay sa inyong presentation, okay? So you have the line graph, the stacked column, stacked row or bar, okay? Then you also have the Pareto chart, okay? So kayo na lang mamili kung anong gusto niyo gamitin na bar sa inyong presentation, okay? So you can also look for other bars, okay? So yung sa may mga ibang bars pa diyan You can use the column bar or bar chart. You can also use the 2D line, okay? The 3D, okay? So kayo mamimili. Okay? Okay, clear?
Yes po.
Any question?
None po.
Okay, no question. Having no question. Okay, so all right. I will give you an activity next meeting, okay? Thursday. Kasi wala sa ano eh, wala sa I don't know kung nasa module yung activity na dapat bigay ko sa inyo. Anyway, gagawan na ako ng panibago. Ah, I will give you activity next meeting. I will post it in the stream. Okay? Then you like to go offline on Thursday? Hello?
Yes po, sir. Okay lang po.
Okay. So, okay, but be sure to if we will go offline class on Thursday, be sure to submit the activity in the stream, okay, on Thursday during your period. Okay? So I will post the exercises in the stream and then grab it there or retrieve it from the stream and then analyze it, submit on Thursday. Okay, during your offline class. You understand?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, if you
Po.
have no more questions, may I ask everyone to open your camera for the picture taking? Okay, who will do the screenshot? Who would like to take picture and then post it in our